Hello everybody, it's your nuclear DM, here to teach you how to run campaigns and stuff. Anyway, something I wanted to mention, that in the original adventure there's only the Meet Me and Phandalin hook, now there are two more. They also have a hook for every background. I think that's pretty cool. Everyone's got a reason to go to Phandalin, more or less, along with these hooks. I mean, the Meet Me and Phandalin I think is probably still the best one, especially if this is the first campaign you've run, or this is the first game that your players are playing in. But if you're a bit more experienced, the Gauntlet Trainee is also pretty good. And the Friend of the Harpers I don't really like. I think I would tweak that a little bit. It's basically you go to Phandalin to try to impress the Harpers, but both of these are kind of like related to the different factions, and most people don't like to be forced into factions or anything, so I wouldn't say that like just making someone a Harper or something from the get-go, or saying like you're all Harpers, unless you think your team would be a fan of something like that. I wouldn't do it under most circumstances though, like either of these actually. This one I think is workable, especially if you're mixing with Dragon of Icepire Peak, because there's a job board as a mechanic in that one. I think both of these you'd kind of work the job board in with that, just being like, well, and there's this job board where you can impress the Harpers with, or impress Tierra and Eatermath with. But yeah, this one's like the neutral one. These two are related to factions. This one's related to the Harpers, this one's related to the Order of the Gauntlet. I think it's weird that those are the only other options, but you can always make your own thing up. Anyway, talked about that for far too long. Also, I found out I have a whole bunch of artwork and stuff, so before I was making like AI art, but using this art is fine, so I added a new Dragonborn, our Dragonborn Bard, who I also gave him the criminal background, and he's a highway robber specifically. I think it's kind of funny. But if you don't have a rogue, you can just give someone the criminal background, and then they could have access to thieves' tools. You don't necessarily need a rogue. They're good to have around, but they're not nearly as useful as they used to be. Like, traps aren't nearly as common as they used to be. There's usually traps in every dungeon, though, but honestly, most of the people I play with don't ever look for traps. They don't ever think to. But Topher met them out in the woods. You guys look like you'd use some help. How about a bard who could sing your troubles, but really just planning on robbing them or something? But I was thinking, like, because he's a criminal and a highway robber, he would be the guy who, like, comes out and distracts the people in the cart with his musical playing. He plays the lute, specifically, so he'd be strumming the lute or something. Then they'd stop and be like, oh, look at this guy. And then all the other people would get in position, and then he'd pull out his crossbow as well. Be like, now give us all your money. Anyway, that's his story. So, they're all back together-ish. Topher's there too, and just like, alright, let's explore the cave. This time, Janet will be like, I will go in first, since having the rogue go first obviously wasn't a good idea. Not what Snake's about. So Janet leads. Harry brings up the rear in case of a sneak attack, and they go in. This is like stairs they can go up right here. I've just never seen players go up that way. So they're moving on up. When they get up to this room, there's some special things that kind of going on here. Anyway, I'll just read this first as they come around and be able to look in the room. This large cave is divided in half by a 10-foot high escarpment. A steep natural staircase leads from the lower portion to the upper ledge. The air is hazy and the smoke of a cooking fire, and pungent from the smell of poorly cured hides and unwashed goblins. And there's these special instructions that if Yemic, in this case it's Yemic, before it was just the Goblin Boss. Oh no, I think he did have a name before. Well, anyway, if Yemic, who's the second command of the hideout, if he thinks they have the upper hand, he'll grab Sildar Howlwinter from the floor, right there, and basically threaten him and be like, well, in this case I think it's better instructions than the original, but he would try to reason with them and be like, if you take out Klarg, we'll let Sildar go, but first I'm going to have Janet make a stealth check as she peeks into the room, and if she fails and the goblins notice her, a battle will start. And she's rolling against the goblin's passive perception. Stealth. Her stealth is a -1. Well, she rolled a 1, but not a critical failure. But still, they notice, like, hey, somebody's looking in. Let's kill them. Move everyone, because they were all keeping pace behind her. And then we'll roll for initiative as everyone joins the fray. Alright, the battle begins. This goblin goes first. I assume they're all partying for some reason, so he was dancing, and then he hears the guy's like, there's somebody there! And so he's like, huh? And he decides to run over, and then attack Janet. 19 hits, 6 slashing damage. Sildar can't move. Goblin boss, number 1. He'll move there, and then throw a javelin. Critical miss. So then he'll make a dexterity saving throw. 13 deals 1 damage to himself. This is just something I like to do, because I like using critical misses in general, because some people don't use them. Just 1 is a regular miss or whatever. But making an appropriate saving throw, I think, makes it a little more fair, because, you know, there's a 1 in 20 chance to gain a 1, just like there's a 1 to a chance to gain a 20, you know? And there's chances of getting, like, glancing blows and stuff, which you can't normally do if you're just using the pass-fail system. Anyway, that was the Goblin boss's turn. Harry's turn. Harry regrets taking up the rear now, but 1, 2, 3, because that's rough terrain. 4, 5. Can he stay there? Yeah, there's more than half a space there, so I think he can stay. I should say he'd be able to reach that guy too, so he's gonna go up there and attack him with his great sword. 22, that hits the goblin. 8 slashing, comes up and chops its head off. Huzzah! He shouts as he does so. Kai's turn. Kai, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't get to there. The rule is, in order to see something, you have to be able to draw a line from the center of your square to the center of their square and not have anything in between it. But doing it like this, you can plainly see something's in between them, so she can't see that one. Because normally you have to be able to see most things in order to cast spells with them. That thing is not entirely in a space. Well, she can see that one, so she will cast a spell at it. Actually, she should just use Ray of Frost. 25, that's a critical hit. Critical hit! But just for 4 damage. Until she hits it. That goblin's turn that she just attacked. Yeah, well, he'll run up there and attack her back. The guy needs a 12. She has shield though, so that guy needs a 17 or more. Scimitar 12, it does hit for 8 slashing damage. Kai will use shield, which blocks it. They also have 17 AC until the start of the next turn. Jan's turn. Jan will attack the goblin in front of her. Doesn't really have much else she can do. Make a great axe. Critical miss. That sucks. She'll make a strength saving throw. So that means she does half damage to herself. 10. She deals 5 damage to herself. Wow. This is not your day, Janet. Maybe all my characters are going to die now. Okay. This one will move up to there. There's bow and arrow. You can attack either one of those at random. So I'll do so randomly. 1 or 2 will attack Kai. 2 is attacking Kai with his bow. This is a tough fight. 23 to hit, dealing 8 damage. Or dealing 6 damage, I mean. Okay, well, Kai's still up. Tauper's turn. Okay, Tauper's gonna go 1, 2, 3. He's gonna stop in her space. They like share in a space for a moment. Then cast Thunder Wave in this direction, which would hit all these 3 goblins in the front. They'll make Constitution saves. Start with his one in front, even though he's dead, he might as well make a Constitution save. He would have made it, but he dies anyway. Next one, Constitution, that one makes it. Last one did make it, so 2 of them die, and this one just takes 5 damage. And then it was 15, so he's gonna move to there and stop. Okay, he'll use his Bardic Inspiration on Janet. Topper's turn. Next up is that goblin, which is dead. Make his next. He will move there. And then he will throw a javelin at Janet. 10, that misses. Next up, Goblin's turn. He'll just try to shoot Janet from there. Short bow, 18, that hits. So she goes down. Damage is just a 5. But yeah, that's enough to make her drop. She's knocked unconscious and falls prone. She like knocked unconscious, except this ninja mask. Look like a sleeping mask, maybe. Yeah, it's Goblin's turn. Nala's turn. She will cure Janet. Let's use Cure Wounds on her. 8, healing 8 damage. Janet wakes up. Still on the ground, though. Sildar still can't do anything. He groans in pain for his turn. Goblin boss. Let's try a wisdom saving throw to see if he notices. Nope, he does not notice that Janet is awake again. So instead he'll move there and try to hit Kai. 9, missing. Okay, Harry's turn. Harry's gonna get in front of everything, being like, I'll protect you, Janet. And attacks the goblin in front of him. 22, that would hit. 9 damage, goblin is dead. Kai's turn. He wants to kill that goblin boss. Kai's gonna move up to here, actually. Yep, 15 feet. I'll hit all 3 of those things. That'd be funny if she killed them all right now. That probably won't happen. So we'll cast Burning Hands, and just for 9 damage. And they get to make dexterity saves, or only take half damage. So Goblin Boss, let's start the Yimmick first. Dexterity save, oh, he failed. The other one also failed. Last Goblin also failed. They all failed. So this Goblin died. Fire blazes from her hands and catches them all on fire. And the other two just take 9 each. And she'll take a step in that direction. Climbing up the side of that cliff there, I guess. If she does, takes double movement. But that's alright. The only thing left of the Goblin Boss is Janet. Takes half her movement to stand up. That's 15 feet of movement. She'll go up to there and attack the Goblin Boss with her Great Axe. And she misses with 11. Comes to Toper's turn. Yeah, he'll move up to here, and then he's going to first use his other spell slot to cast Healing Word on a 6 on Kai, so I'll put them back to full. That's pretty good. Toper. Oh, and that's just his bonus action, so he'll use his other action to attack the Goblin Boss in front of him with his Rapier. 16 enough? No, he needs 17. He misses. Yimmick. Okay, so now Yimmick sees that they're losing, so he's going to do what it said in the book and grab Sildar Howlhunter and put a knife to his throat and be like, we should make a truce, yeah. That's what Yimmick sounds like for some reason. Sildar's just like, I'm dying. Ugh. Truce? What kind of truce? Kai says, stepping forward. Oh no, the face of the group is definitely Toper now, right? Partly why I made him was just because I want someone with high charisma. So Toper will step forward and be like, don't worry, I got this, guys. I talked to lots of people in my highway robbery days, which he's totally upfront about them with. No, he wouldn't be, especially if he's planning on robbing them later. A truce? What kind of truce? He basically tells them his plan. It talks about right here that he wants them to kill Klarg. I'm the second command. I want you to kill Klarg, who's a great big bugbear and scary, so I don't like that. In the original adventure, I think Klarg was a large creature, so he was like twice as big. No, he's not. Just medium-sized. Whatever. Yeah, Klarg's big and scary, and I don't like him, so get rid of him. Bring me back his head, and then Yimmick can be in charge of the gang, and I'll give you this Sildar Howlwinter guy that you're probably looking for. And Toper's just like, we just killed everyone else here, so why don't you just give it to him now? And it's one of those situations where if this happened in the actual game, I'd probably have him do an intimidation check, saying something like that. But maybe make mention it has to be pretty high. With a 10, that's really not good enough. And he's just like, that would make you good to kill Klarg. That proves your worth. But Klarg is really big and strong. Well, he's not that big. He's medium-sized this time, but he's really strong, and he'll destroy you and kill you. Killed many before you as well. But if you do it, he might give you Sildar. The only adventurers just kind of like look at each other, and they shrug, and they're just like, okay. And they're also kind of like, is it okay if we long rest in here? So as a DM, you can limit how much your characters can long rest, but at level 1, I wouldn't, honestly. Just because level 1 is such a detriment in this one, especially in the 2014 rules. Level 1's pretty rough. I hear it's better in the 2024 rules, but I haven't played that much yet. So yeah, because of that, I'm going to let them long rest just so they can get their spell slots back and everything, and so that they can long rest in here. The goblin's like, sure, we definitely won't stab you while you're sleeping. Like, okay, we trust you. After doing that, we're going to make our way up to here and cross this bridge. I'll just rush in there to H7. Now I'll read the thing for H7. The cavern is half filled with one large pool of water. He emptied one pool in the other thing. Narrow waterfall high in the eastern wall feeds the pool, which drains out the western end of the chamber to form a stream that flows from the cave mouth below. Low fieldstone walls serve as dams holding the water in. A wide exit stands to the south, while two smaller passages lead west. The sound of a waterfall echoes through the cavern, making it difficult to hear. And yeah, these fights are pretty straightforward, I would say. This cavern is really good for like first-time DMs. Or this dungeon is a really small dungeon. Just because like the fights are all pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy to get around. There's only like 5 chambers in total. Almost every chamber has a fight in it. Something to keep your players entertained while you panic on the sides, trying to keep it together. Now it's time for everyone to roll for initiative again. Yeah, these fights are pretty straightforward. They are tougher. Like there's more dudes in general, but like they're completely completely doable for a party of level 1s, especially 5 of them. But 4 is probably just as doable, or 3. 2 might suffer a little. Okay, looks like Kai would go first. Honestly, Kai probably doesn't see the wolf right there. Or actually, I don't think that'll work. I don't think that's gonna work. It's not big enough. Instead, she'll just cast Ray of Frost at that goblin. That hits. 19. 7, that kills the first one outright. Then the goblin's the dead goblin. Next is the wolf. We'll run up and attack Janet. I'll bite her. 20, 7 piercing damage. That sucks. Back to the goblin. This goblin. I'll run up to here and then shoot Janet with the bow. 23 for 6 damage. Holy crap. So yeah, she goes down. That sucks. She falls down. She's unconscious. Making death saving throws now. Harry's turn. Harry will go to that space. That's most of his space. So he'll go there and attack the wolf. Wished he could do something to help Janet, but he can't. So he'll just attack the wolf with his great sword. I guess he could have told back and used his longbow. Maybe we should do that instead. I can't hit anything from there. Yeah, I think so. Okay, he'll use his stay back and use the longbow. Well, miss. Toper. Well, first he's going to cast Thunder Wave, which will hit both these wolves, I think. 8 damage, but, you know, whatever. So, the top wolf will roll first. Now the bottom wolf. Okay. The top wolf gets pushed back 10 feet, along with taking 8 damage. This wolf only takes 4 damage and doesn't get pushed. And then, he's going to use bonus action healing word to heal Janet. Shoot both of his spell slots. She's back up. Goblin goes. Goblin. Move up to there. And then shoot a Toper. Not seeing that Janet is awake again. Oh, I didn't take her. She's a Toper. 14. That hits. 3 piercing damage. This Goblin. Similar. He'll go to where that Goblin is and shoot a Toper like the last one did. 17. That hits. 5 piercing damage. He's still up for now. Nalra. I should go up to there. Attack the wolf. Warhammer that hits. 6 bludgeoning damage. The other wolf will jump into the wolf's face, attack Nalra, and then jump back out, which will trigger Nalra's attack of opportunity. This would trigger Janet's attack of opportunity too, even though she's on the ground. Nalra will, well, first the wolf attacks. 19 hits for 6 piercing damage. Then he'll jump back and Nalra can hit it back. One-handed Warhammer. 14 is enough. 7, so she kills that wolf. Anyway, Janet's turn. Janet takes half a movement to stand up, and then she attacks the wolf with her great axe. Critical hit. That definitely kills that wolf. Kai's turn. Kai is going to use Magic Missile, I think. Oh no, wait. Actually, she'll move forward and use Burning Hands there, which will hit all 3 of them. So, don't need to measure. I'll just do it. So they have to make the dexterity save or die. Go from left to right. 1, 2, 3. They all made it. Damn it. So they only take 6 damage. They're all down to 1 hit point. Wolves are dead. That goblin, go. Move there and attack. 14, that's not enough. Harry's turn. So you can try to hit that guy for 3/4 cover. Oh wait, he can move in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can just go where this wolf was. And attack physically. Or whatever. Attack with his greatsword, the one below him. Toper's turn. Toper will go there and use his rapier. That hits. 8 damage on the one beneath him, so it dies. That's the goblin he just killed. Toper. Who's gonna die now? 20, the Toper goes down. Nalra. Well, first she'll cost Healing Word as a bonus action to bring Toper back up. So 5. Well, Toper. Unless she'll cast Sacred Flame on the closest one. And he has to make a dexterity save. 20, he makes it, so he gets out of the way. That sucks. Wolves are dead. Janet. Janet is... Let's make 1 step forward and attack the one in front of her with her great axe. That hits. That one's dead. And then she wants to stop, she'll stop there, and then she's going to use her second wind. Okay. There's a 1d10 plus her fighter level. Oh shit. So 11. Wow, she's back to full. So I need 8. That's cool. Kai's turn. Kai will... That's only this guy left. Kai's just going to try to stab him. Here with Shocking Grasp. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Double critical miss. Uh-oh. Ever make an intelligence saving throw with that one? Ooh. She deals full damage to herself. 4 lightning damage. Wow. Spell backfired. Shocked myself. Okay, the goblin goes. Goblin will try to attack one of them at random. Kai. Oh shit. Critical hit. That goes down. Harry's turn. He'll move to there and attack the goblin. 15 hits. 9 damage. He's dead. Not gonna tell him the time just yet. We're gonna raise her. Tasha will run up. Topper will run up and just perform a medicine check, even though there's not good medicine at all. 3. Can't figure it out. Oh. Seems like she's dying. Goblin said, Nalra. She has spell slot left. Oh, she does. She'll just run up and cure wounds her. 4. I feel like we could use another long rest. Again, if you're not comfortable with your players using this many long rests, you shouldn't. But honestly, this dungeon's kind of rough. Actually, I'm concerned somebody's going to die when we fight Klarg, or we're all going to die. And thanks to the noisy waterfall, we don't alert anyone in here at all, because the waterfall is so loud. That's good. Anyway, so we run back to that room and take a long rest and come back. Both need our spell slots back, and we're all kind of injured. Alright, then we come back and we're all ready. And Harry's so confident, he marches in, he's like, I'm gonna kill you, Klarg. Klarg is just like, nah. And everyone rolls for initiative again. I didn't read this thing. Sacks and crates of looted provisions are piled in the south end of this large cave. To the west, the floor slopes toward a narrow opening that descends into darkness. A larger opening leads north down a set of natural stone steps, and the roar of falling water echoes from beyond. In the middle of the cavern, the coals of a large fire smolder. Well, the one thing to keep in mind about Klarg is that he's a greedy bugbear. He's also got illusions of grandeur and stuff, so you want to roleplay him, you can have him say, things like, I'm so great, you'll never defeat me, or whatever, just so people, just to like drive the point home, kinda. Okay, guy goes first. Guy will take 2 steps into there, and then gonna go over there 2 more steps, and 2 more steps, and then, cast Ray of Frost at the bugbear. 24 to hit, that's enough, for 4 cold damage. Goblin will run up here and block the way in for them, and then attack Harry. 21, that hits for 5 slashing damage. Harry is there to get advantage and attack the goblin. Great swords of 16. That will hit for 13 damage, killing the goblin. So people can get through again now. Topper's turn. Topper will move in. You will give divine inspiration to Janet, or bardic inspiration, I mean. I'll do something for that so you can, this grenade. Bardic inspiration right there. Roll an extra d6, essentially. And then he's going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the bugbear. The bugbear needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Nope. So he falls to the ground laughing. Ha ha ha! So hilarious! Ha 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 ha! Says doing multiple flips in the process of laughing so hard. I like to use colors to show that somebody's concentrating on something. Well, I'll do that to show that that's what he's concentrating on, him being laughing his butt off. Just because when you get hit, you have to make concentration rolls. He's going to move up and attack Harry. Oh wow. Well, 18 hits. And he goes down. Keeps happening. Klarg's turn. Gets to make that saving throw again. Nope, keeps laughing. Ho ho ho, so funny. Now's turn. 1, 2, 3. We'll just go there and attack the Ripper. Or wait, somebody down? Oh yeah, Harry's down. She'll go there and the person right next to me, I didn't even say it. She'll go there and heal him. Cure wounds. 7. Janet's turn. Janet will go there and attack the wolf with her great axe and using her bardic inspiration. So, it's an extra d6. Add to the roll of 6. Great axe. 20. It's actually 26. I guess you didn't need it. Whatever. 9 damage. Goblin's turn. Move to there. You can attack any one of those 3 people evenly. Attacks Nalra. There's 16. No, you need 18 though. Guy's turn. I will go up to that goblin. Use Shocking Grasp on it. 18 hits. 8 damage. That kills the goblin. Kills him dead. It's Guy's turn. Or Goblin Pack 1. That's that goblin's dead. Harry's turn. Harry gets up and attacks the wolf in front of him. They use that flip when he's actually going to go here and attack the wolf, because then he'll have advantage. 19 hits. 10 damage, killing the wolf. Topper. He'll cast Vicious Mockery at Klarg. So Klarg, the wisdom saving throw, 8. He fails. He takes 4 damage. He also gets to make that wisdom saving throw again and see if he breaks out of the Tasha's Hideous Laughter. 13 or more. Nope. Still laughing. Ripper is dead. Klarg, let's make that save again. Oh wait, it's a wisdom save, right? 19, oh, it finally bust out. Oh, it happens at the end of its turn, so let's finally bust out though. Nala's turn. Nala will use guided missile, or whatever it's called. Guiding bolt to hit him. Janet's turn, she'll go over there. She gets advantage on this because he's on the ground still. 23 hits him for 4 slashing damage. Kai's turn. Kai will use magic missile, so he'll do 6 damage on those magic missiles. Then Harry's turn. Harry will run up and attack. No, he's not asleep anymore. Which he also gets advantage on with his greatsword. 15. That's not enough. Toper will give Janet back inspiration again. Toper, he'll also go over there and attack him with his rapier. 16, that's not to hit him. 6 piercing damage. Almost dead. That's Clark's turn. He can stand up. Seems he's completely surrounded, so he can't even try to escape. He'll swing his Morning Star at one of them. Only one attack. I guess it's a level 1 thing. At Harry. The Morning Star attack. 19 hits or 15 piercing damage. Uh-oh. Well, he's not dead at least. But he's on the ground. Nora's turn. I think might have another spell slot. If both are spell slot, well, she used at least one. So she'll use the other one to go cure wounds him. She has to come up to there to do. But then she touches him and heals 9 health. Janet's turn. Janet will attack Klarg, of course, with her great axe. 21, that hits 12 damage. He's dead. Yeah, okay. And they get 2 potions of healing. That's some gold stuff. Actually, I think I'll stop there now, and maybe I'll split up the treasure and stuff when I get back, or before I get back. And also, they all level up to level 2, so that's cool. But I'll do that out of stream. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.